This is Beach Talk Radio.
Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all ships at sea. This is your captain speaking, Mean Gene. Mean Gene. The following will be a test of the ship's whistle, the sonar alarm, the cable alarm, and the atomic attack alarm.
Ladies and gentlemen, broadcasting live from the Margaritaville Terrace on Fort Myers Beach, 100 feet from the Gulf of America. Here are your award-winning social media superstars, the hosts of Beach Talk Radio, Kim and Ed Ryan.
Knock it off, you guys. Oh, they made it sound like there's 1,000 people here. It's only 900. So thank you all for coming to La-Di-Da today. We're inside, although I'm kind of thinking we could have done the show outside. There is a little bit of a threat of rain, but it's not as cold as it seems everybody thinks it was going to be. It's a bit of a ghost town on Fort Myers Beach right now, but there's plenty of beach for you guys to enjoy if you want to come out and enjoy the beach today. I suppose I hear tomorrow is going to be a colder day than today, but the show will go on tomorrow too with the mayor at Wahoo Willie's, and we have a great show lined up for you today. But in case you didn't see our Facebook page, if you do see a falling iguana today, you are allowed to pick it up. There's all these kinds of rules that you have to do. Apparently, these are invasive species, Dave. You're on the MRF committee, so you know all about this. It's an invasive species, so you're now allowed to. What if it's not green? If it's brown, are there such things as brown iguanas, or are they all green? Oh, you just shoot it with a pellet gun? I didn't know that was the rule. So you're allowed to pick apparently you're allowed to pick the green iguana up, put it into some kind of sack, wrap the sack up. Don't wake them up. You're not allowed to heat them or anything like that. And then you got to take them over to the FWC office. I don't think you get anything for it. You're just starting to take them. I love watching the people comment on how it's unfortunate that we have to kill these things. Well, I mean, you have to kill the Burmese snakes too because they're invasive. So what I want to do is I want to give away $100 to the best video of somebody actually picking up one of those green iguanas and putting it in the sack and wrapping it up. The more videos, the better. That's going to be a cool thing. If you can send us the videos of these. I've never seen a green iguana fall out of a tree. Have you seen one fall out of a tree, Dave? I've never seen one fall out of a tree. So if you see something like that, please send us a video of it. And just a couple of quick things before Jim joins us. There are 3 candidates running for, or not really running yet. They've applied for this open Jim Adderholt seat, including Jim, who's on the show today. Tom Brady will be on the show. No more Tom Brady jokes, please. His name is Tom Brady, on February 7th. And then John McClain will be on February 14th. And that's it right now. We have 3 candidates running that have applied for that seat. And then after that, I think it's that Monday that the vote will take place. And of course, we'll carry that. We'll carry that meeting live, and then the person who gets appointed to that seat takes the seat right there at that meeting. So for the next 2 Saturdays, we'll have the other 2 candidates, unless somebody else applies. But as of this morning, it's just those 3. And congratulations to the Friends of the Mountain House. There are only 5 tickets left for the murder mystery tonight at the Diamond Head. So if you want to get a ticket, you have to get online and do it right now. You can't buy them at the door, because they need to know how many dinners they need to serve at Diamond Head. So that's tonight. Kim will be there tonight, and that's a murder mystery to raise money for the Friends of the Mountain House. So without any further ado, let's get right to the show. Jim Boan is on the LPA. He's a Fort Myers Beach resident, and for the second time, he has put his name in the hat for an open seat on the town council. Big hand for Jim, everybody. Thank you for coming, Jim. Whoa. Watch your cheering section with you. Turn your mic on there, and you're going to grab that one there. Keep it nice and close. So, Jim, how are you?
I'm good, Ed. How
Yeah,
are you?
well, you're going to keep that nice and close like that.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Am I
like
doing okay now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And tell everybody how long you've lived here on Fort Myers Beach and how you got here.
Well, I vacationed here for years. bought a house when I was thinking about retiring, but then COVID came and the firm kept me on, so I did some things remote, but I moved here full-time in 2020.
And just to get it out of the way, is the house that you're living in homesteaded?
Yes, it is, and
Okay.
It's the only house I own.
All right, all right. I just want to make sure that we get that out of the way. So you've been on the local planning agency. How long have you been there, and why did you decide to get involved in that?
I've been on since 2022. My whole career has been in public service and mostly in the municipal side of things. So it was a natural fit for me. So I applied when there was a vacancy on the LPA, and the town council appointed me.
Yeah. What is tell everybody kind of what the LPA is about and what you guys, especially the last few years, you've really been involved in transforming the community here.
The LPA is the local planning agency, and development and redevelopment projects, variances,
Thank you.
a number of planning issues all come before the LPA for a vetting before there's a recommendation to the town council for action.
Yeah, and a lot of big projects came before you guys, and will, if you're still on there, you might not be, but I guess there's another big one coming up in the near future.
Yeah, it's my understanding that the London Bay project will come up in February.
Right, and that, from what it sounded like, that's going to be a long day event right there.
Yes, it's a big project. You know, after the Seagate project, it's probably the biggest single piece of land that's coming before the town for redevelopment.
Yeah, so let's talk about some of the projects that you guys have already approved. Obviously, well, first off, let me ask you, what did you think about the whole recall thing?
Well, I guess from my standpoint, I looked at it as a procedural issue. Legally, the advocates followed the procedure. I guess I'm just not a favor of the procedure in the fact that there's allegations made without any ability to refute those and to get it on the ballot.
Right. So did you vote in that?
Did I vote on it?
Did you vote? Did you go to the ballot and vote?
Did I vote in the
Yes,
recall? I voted.
Well, how did you vote?
Well, I'm not going to tell you.
All right. Well, I just wanted to ask. So did you think Karen and John needed to be removed or no?
Well, like I said, I disagreed with the process. It's legal. It happened. We accept it. We move on. So.
And part of that now is that well, John got to stay on, Karen didn't because of a technicality in the recall petition, and then Mr. Veach, who was a recall committee co-chair with Ray Murphy, has appealed, and he has said to the council that he will drop his appeal if they appoint Tom Brady. What do you think about his offer there?
Well, I'm not going to try and second guess town council. She's made a ruling on it, and the town council is following that ruling that there's a monetary benefit if they were to accept that offer.
If John were to vote for it. Yeah. So the other thing is now, you but you applied before when Veach quit the town council, and that was like a cluster only because there was like, I don't know, so like 5 or 6 the first time, and you have 4 members that have to vote, and you have to have 3. So they had multiple votes, and I don't even think they were able to do it the first time. But I know Dan voted for you, the mayor voted for you, and he's still there. So why? And you eventually dropped out because it seemed like it was going around in a circle forever.
Well,
just nice and close so people can hear you. There you go.
At that time, I thought that the town council, the town itself, needed a healing, and there was no reason to, try and split the vote and keep going. So Scott's a good candidate.
Mm-hmm.
He's done a good job. I withdrew, and they appointed Scott, and he's done a good job.
Yeah, and so now you're in there again, and why do you want to do this?
Well, I think, as I said earlier, my whole career, almost 50 years, has been dealing with local governments, primarily municipalities. So it's I think, a natural fit for me. Each of the candidates that have submitted their names have different skill set, and it's up to town council to find out which skill set is the best match for the council. Unlike the last time where I thought the town council needed to heal, now we need to move forward. I mean, there's a lot of issues. Most people look at it as a development issue, but there's finance issues, there's code enforcement issues. The town council has a full plate, so I think I can help with that.
So let's start with the development issues. Tell everybody how you voted on Seagate and why.
Well, I voted against Seagate because I thought that it was maybe 10 pounds of potatoes in a 5-pound sack. It was too much, and there wasn't enough offsetting public benefits to for me to consider it a project worth a vote.
How did you vote on Moss Marina?
Moss Marina, I voted for Moss Marina, and on that case, we had just finished a draft of the comprehensive plan, and I thought it was important that the marina component stayed, which they did allow both a fueling station, dock, and piers, and it's part of what I consider the downtown. So it's a different situation. All projects are unique, but it's a different situation than Seagate.
And what about Myerside?
I voted for Myerside as well. Again, if you look at the location there, it's pretty much a institutional. The library's there, the school's there, Bay Oaks is there. So it's not really an intrusion, at least in my opinion, into a residential area like Seagate was.
Then you get across the street, you had the Neptune. How did you vote on the Neptune?
I voted for Neptune as well. I thought it was a good project. I was very disappointed to see they put it up for sale. So
yeah, do you think they never? What is your opinion? Do you think they've never really planned on building? They just wanted to get all those approvals through so they could sell the property at a better price, or do you think? I mean, to me, listening to them, I interviewed Adam. I don't know how many times. He sounded like he really wanted to be part of the community, and it could be both, I guess.
Yeah, and if we go back and look at the actual hearing, I think Pat Vaness said that they were intending to do it themselves, but the financial climate, capital markets for a project that what I've heard was they paid 20-some million for it. The build would have been 50 million. A $70 million project takes a lot of financing, and you got to have pretty deep pockets. So I think they ran into a financing issue. What
do you believe the mood of the beach is? Not including the people that come down to visit, the tourists. When you talk to residents and you go out and kiss babies and shake hands now that you're running, what is the mood of the beach?
I think we all want to see the beach rebuilt. We want to see activity. We want to see both commercial and residential. But there's a lot of factors that go into the rebuild. Some of the neighborhoods, I think, have come back pretty well. If you drive, I ride my bike frequently. If you go up and down some of the side streets, there's been a lot of progress. But most of the damage from the surge was done on Estero. And so Estero is the priciest real estate, so it's going to be slowly redeveloped. So
how do you respond to this comment? I'll read it to you for our 950 people in the audience here today. By the way, have you ever had sciatica?
No.
You've never had sciatica?
No.
Oh man, I thought I was getting better. I thought the heating pad was helping me, and now it's just killing me today. Oh, good God. I'm trying to stretch, Christy. Another one who doesn't respect the comp plan. He voted for extra height, extra density units, and extra parking on everything.
Who did?
You.
I don't think that's an accurate statement. Now,
Well, if you go, I mean, if you go to the Neptune, it was 100% over the density.
Yep.
If you go to Myerside, they really didn't have parking. I mean, they have some parking, but not enough. I mean, so
Well,
she went a little overboard,
you know,
but
each of these issues, parking, you have to look at not just the project, but the adjacent availability of parking, especially in the area down on this end of the island.
Mhm.
There's a lot of public parking lots. As far as height and density are the two big issues. I think everybody that follows Beach Talk Radio or the Observer sees that those are the two big issues. The island, because the base floodplain limit has now been elevated, and you can do 2 stories above base flood, you're going to have height.
Mhm.
So is 17 stories too much? To me, yes. Is 4 stories too much? Well, some people entitled by right are going to get 4 stories.
yeah. But on that Seagate thing, which was 17, what would you have been okay with? What number,
You know,
approximately?
There was no magic number. It would have been the overall project. I mean, where the buildings were located, whether it would be 8 or 10 or their layer cake approach. Without seeing a plan, I don't think you can put a number on it.
Yeah, and the thing that is interesting about the Seagate thing is obviously the height was really what sent people over the edge, but they were still under the density. I mean, compared to like the Neptune, which was 100% over the density, it was just the height. I mean, I kind of think that if they came back with 10, it might have had a better chance to not only get approved by the LPA, but also not to send everybody in the community over the edge to cause a recall. But I don't know, maybe it would have. I mean, at that point, you don't really even know.
No, you don't.
Because you're closer to a neighborhood than some of the other places.
And then, it's a big site. So, and the buildings seem to be located on the south end, which was adjacent to residential. And so, part of it is the plan.
Yeah. The thing that I don't know, I'm not speaking for developers. And by the way, I've said this 1,000 times. We don't take money from developers. We don't take money from candidates. We don't donate money to candidates. I just want everybody to know that. Not that it matters or anybody cares. I say that in Cape Coral too, because there's like 16 people running for office, and we've never done that. I've never actually in all my life, I've never donated $1 to a political candidate, because you don't want to ever put yourself in a position to have somebody question your integrity. Not that I have any integrity. I'm just saying that's one of those things where I choose not to participate in. But one of the things with the developers is, do you feel like you guys give the developers a clear enough picture? Like, you got this thing called public benefit, and you want something in return in order for them to be able to do something more. But there's no clear definition, and nobody can really agree on, you might want a view of the beach and somebody else might want 4 bike racks. And I mean, and then the developer's like, well, what the hell do you guys want? How do I know what to put in this plan if you can't even agree on that?
You're right. It's subjective. The language that was in the revised comp plan that has gone to the state for review does give a little clearer picture than the old language. But, public benefit is going to be based on the individual site, what the project is. Many people say, well, follow the comp plan. Well, the comp plan, it's more
Nuanced.
what they're saying is the spirit of the comp plan. Because the comp plan is sort of like the 4 corners of a piece of paper. Development agreements, variances, deviations, all of those items, zoning, they're all part of the comp plan in different parts. So how those get applied to a specific site is really following the comp plan. But I think the people that say follow the comp plan really mean follow the spirit of it was, let's get back to and updated what we used to have pre-Ian, because it'll never be the same.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, some people think follow the comp plan means 3 over flood or 4 over flood and nothing more.
Right.
And I don't know how realistic that is anymore, but that is what the comp plan says. Although the comp plan also allows you to put together a CPD and ask for 17 and roll the dice with 3 council members.
That's true.
Yeah.
And that's what I said is the comp plan contains all of these elements, but how they're approved or how they're applied is the town council's job.
You know, I bring Cape Coral up a little bit because, you know, I know a little bit more about that now that we've been over there, but it's so different over there because, and I know it's kind of built out here, although it's not really as built out as it was before the storm, and they're still building out over there, but they offer incentives for developers. Like there's one development they just approved over there, Seven Islands, they're getting $2.5 million in incentives from the city because they want them to be there. It's almost like the opposite here. It's like you have to give us something in order for you to get something. I mean, it's not really, it doesn't seem to be a partnership like that. It is like you give me a view of the beach or you don't build on the beach. And I mean, that's just the way it is.
Yeah, and you're right. There are economic incentives that if a town wants a specific project, they have the ability to come up with subsidies to get it approved. On the other hand, if you're in big demand, you can make part of your approval process what you want. Give me this public benefit.
Are you worried, like some people say, that with the Neptune now kind of bailing out and the Seagate thing all stuck, that people are going to shy away from investing on the beach? Or do you not believe that? I've heard both sides. Where are you on that?
You know, well, I think both sides are true. I mean, if you look at the price of some of the lots, they're not going to be absorbed that fast along the Cerro, and especially the ones on the west side. They're expensive lots, so they're not going to develop as fast as an interior lot. Are people afraid to develop? I don't think that's the case. But look at some of these approvals that have already been granted. Are there shovels in the ground?
No, nowhere.
No. And so that the town has no control over it. Once it's approved, you know, whether it's financing, whether it's getting investors, whatever the case may be, we lose control over how fast those things get developed.
Well, I agree with you to a point. Like the town kind of, I don't know, I could be wrong, and maybe Dan will correct me tomorrow. The reason that there's no shovel in the ground right behind us at the Salty Crab is because they're trying to figure out what the hell happened to the beach bar. And the beach bar got their CO from the town, and now all of a sudden, the stuff that they built on the ground level is wrong, and they have to pay to get it fixed, and they don't want to do it. And the cottage doesn't want to do it. And I know the cottage is trying to figure out the mitigation wall thing, or he's bailing. So, I mean, how do you make those things crystal clear so people know as a town council member?
Well, there are multiple approvals. That's part of the problem is, you know, we give a concept approval. We have renderings. The town council has said yes. Well, now you get into the nitty gritty because they have, in most cases, the developer, until he gets in his entitlements and approval, isn't going to spend the money to do construction drawings and get the permits that are needed. And so they get approval, everybody's excited about a new project, and then they file and they say, okay, well, for an engineering standpoint, from a FEMA standpoint, from a flood control line standpoint, whatever, now you have an issue. Well, all we can do is try and enforce what the town has control over.
Yeah.
So,
what is public benefit in your view? What do you want to see as public benefit?
well, it depends on the location.
All right. Was there enough? Well, you already voted no on. I mean, but if you were to make a list of the top 3 things that are most important to you,
Depends on the location.
a beachside location
A beachside location?
in this area from the library here.
Well, that has to be balanced with what the ask is.
Yeah. Well, what
I
was
mean-
the, okay, let me ask you this way. You voted yes for the Neptune.
Yes.
What public benefit did they provide that you thought was good enough? Just move that a little closer. Dave's yelling at me.
Well, on the Neptune, I thought was a little bit of a unique project. First, you know, it was a rebuild. It wasn't new like Seagate. They the restaurants that were there, and the adjacent developments that it just fit. So I don't remember the exact details of what was in their proposal other than the density and the height.
Yeah, well, let me, Jason, I do want to explain real quick what I meant by the incentives in Cape Coral. I didn't want to make it sound like there was any corruption going on over there. There are enough people over there accusing the city council of corruption. What happens is they are giving tax incentives in return. Like they want a community center first, and you have until 2027 to build a community center. You get a tax rebate for that. They got something else that's second with a date on it, and they'll give them a tax. They want, in other words, they want the project. If they approve it, they want the project built for a reason, and that's how they have a whole plan over there where there's a bunch of different tax incentive programs that you can apply for if you're going to develop over there. Of course, they're wicked short of commercial. They're like 91% residential over there, so it's a big difference. It is different. So how are you going to vote on London Bay?
I haven't seen the plan, so I can't give you an answer. We saw the first plan that they withdrew. I've not seen the second plan.
Oh, so you might see the plans for them the first time at the meeting.
Well, no, the packet will come out next week. So
right.
Whoa, my ears fell off. The packet will come out. We'll see it, the 5 days or something before that.
Usually those developers want to meet with you. They didn't want to meet ahead of time?
I did not meet with anyone this time.
Okay. What is your opinion on whether the council members and the LPA members should meet with developers one-on-one or just have it all done in a meeting?
I think that there is a benefit to the entire body, be it the LPA or town council, meeting and discussing a project together. That collaborative spirit, I think you hear somebody else's idea, it may trigger something with you. So I'm not a fan of meeting one-on-one with a developer. I think that it's more important to do it in the group and hear what everybody has to say.
Have you met with developers?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you though. If I was, I'd never be elected to anything because of my attitude. But if I was, I would never meet with them because because the community doesn't trust you when you do that. It's just a fact. They think you're doing something behind closed doors, and why not? I mean, I know it takes away a lot of the extra work. There is a lot of work involved, and maybe you want to hear about what you'll be looking at. But then there's no chance for anybody to say that you've done something nefarious. It's like not taking any money. You just have you ever taken any money from a developer?
No.
Oh, you sure? I'm just kidding. So the London Bay project is coming up in February, and that is huge. That's huge. I mean, I guess we'll see where everybody is by that point after what happened with Seagate.
Yeah, I mean, that's both the Outrigger site and Charlie's. So we'll see if last time they didn't bring anything with Charlie's in.
Oh, they have something with Charlie's this time.
They own it.
Yeah, I know, but
whether or not it's part of their proposal, I do not know.
Yeah, I've never heard any attachment that they always wanted to keep those two separate. And London Bay owns a bunch of buildings on the south end. They're beautiful. The buildings down there are super nice.
Yeah.
So what else is on your platform that you want people to know about?
Well, as I said, I think everybody has their own skill set. My skill set, I've been a public administrator, which strong mayor, weak mayor is the offset of that is a strong mayor will have a administrator, a weak mayor will have a village manager. I've been a administrator. I've been representing developers. I've been town council. I've represented a number of different types of local governments. So I bring a lot of experience, and I think I have some unique qualifications, and I'd like to try and move the town forward.
Do you think the way the government is set up here with a weak mayor and a strong town manager is the right way to go? With your experience in seeing that?
Well, let's start with the fact that it's the community's not a large community.
Right.
It's not like Cape Coral.
Right.
So I think that the form of government we have here, which elects all of their representatives at large, is the correct form, instead of having precincts or districts. But I think there would be some benefit to the mayor being voted on at large versus being appointed by town council.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. It's kind of like you meet in the middle kind of thing.
Yeah.
You run for mayor, and then you're the mayor for 4 years, but you still only have one. That is I know you were picking on Cape Coral for some reason. I mean, why do you do that? But that's the way they do it in the Cape. You have to run for mayor, and but you're still a weak mayor because, I mean, do you know how much their city manager makes over there?
No idea.
$327,000. That's when you get that gig, man.
Yeah.
How much did you make as a city administrator?
Well, that was in the 90s, so it was a long time ago.
Yeah, so like 25 grand. You were rich.
No, no.
Yeah. So who do you think should be the mayor for the next couple of years?
I think Dan is the mayor.
Yeah. I mean, if you had to vote for somebody on that council now, who would it be?
Well, I'm not going to speculate on that.
Oh, I see.
have no
Well,
idea.
yeah, I was just
Dan's the mayor.
Yeah.
That's all we need to know.
right. Okay, so how do you think the Will's doing, the town manager?
I think he's doing well. I mean, he's got a lot of irons in the fire. So, trying to keep a good staff and moving the ball forward. He's got a lot to work on, and I'd like to try and help him.
Yeah.
I think I could be a good resource.
Yeah. What would you like to see him do better, if anything? Have you had a chance to?
I don't know enough of the details of the day-to-day operations to be able to answer that.
I mean, how much of a pain is Anita?
How much what?
Of a pain is Anita Saracita? I mean, isn't she? I'm just kidding. We love Anita.
She's our mayor emeritus.
I know she will, and she's, by the way, she's the chair of the LPA, and she's wonderful. I'm just joking.
Yeah.
And she really does a great job chairing the LPA.
Well, she does. She got the skill. She moves shows great respect to every petitioner, and she moves the projects forward. She has good control of the of the dais. So yes, she does a wonderful job.
Yeah, and she knows pretty much every single person that ever comes up with a presentation there,
Well,
by first name.
She was our first mayor.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So let's see. Does anyone in the audience have any questions? Any of this? I know, Dave. What's your question?
My question is, what's your goal, 10-year goal for Fort Myers Beach?
10-year goal for Fort Myers Beach. By the way, Dave Nussbaum, the chairman of the helicopter committee. But go ahead. What is your 10-year goal for Fort Myers Beach? If you can
Well,
think?
a strategic plan, 3, 5, and 10-year plan, I would hope would be on the agenda to put together. But in 10 years, I hope the island is rebuilt and we have very few vacant lots left. Our commercial base and our hotel base have both increased so that we're vibrant like we were pre-Ian.
Yeah, I thought I could get away with one, but Anita's listening, so she heard me run my mouth. So I apologize, Anita. I didn't, I was joking around. So, are you happy with the comp plan and the LDC? Do you like the way that whole thing is set up, or would you like to see it overhauled?
Well, we just spent 2+ years on the comp plan,
Right.
and we're waiting for comments back from the state, which I thought we were supposed to have by the end of January.
Mhm.
So they should be forthcoming, and we'll get another look at what their comments are. But it's the canvas that every development is applied on. So we need the comp plan, and it did need to be overhauled.
Yeah. What are you worried at all what the state might do with property taxes and how that might impact Fort Myers Beach?
Well, I guess yes and no. I mean, the proposals that I've seen that they're considering exclude school taxes. So
Of course.
there's not going to be any issue on real estate with school taxes. So what's the source of revenue for local governments if you lose that part of your real estate tax collection, the ad valorem end of things? Well, if it's made up with sales tax or it's made up with other forms of revenue, it depends on what the sources of revenue are. But
Yeah.
government needs revenue just like any other business. And so it needs to be neutral as far as the impact. On
Yeah, I mean, geez, I listen. I'm not for taxes or anything like that, but I can't understand what they're doing. I mean, there's like 12 different bills up there, and nobody in local government has any idea what's coming down, when it's coming down, or even why they're doing it. I know it's always a good political thing to say we want to cut your taxes, but I mean, how do local governments operate without that kind of money? And is the state just doing this because they think the local governments have no idea what they're doing with the tax dollars they're collecting? It's just one of those things where, I mean, I love DeSantis, but he's not running for anything anymore, and he came up with this. I mean, I want to own my home, but I also understand you do have to pay some taxes.
Somehow there has to be revenue stream.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So what is it about Fort Myers Beach that keeps you here?
I love it. I love the climate, the people, the attitude. I mean, this is paradise for me.
Yeah. Do you love the climate today? I mean, have you
compared to the Chicago area where
Yeah.
I'm from, the answer is yes. I'll
Yeah.
take this every day.
I know it's just, I mean, we get I really would be cool to see flurries down here. I mean, I don't remember I don't care to see snow, but I can't remember the last time I saw snow flurries. Have you ever seen a falling iguana?
We have a friend here.
Yeah. Well, you can't bag that. That's a regular bird, Jim. But have you ever seen
can't pick him up?
No, I don't think you should do that. Not with the Murph committee chairman here. Have you ever seen like a green iguana fall out of a tree? I've never seen that. So if you see one, put it on video and collect it. So
I could get $100.
100. Yeah. If yeah. So last pitch to the council members, why they should vote for you next on the, I think it's around the 16th, why they should vote for Jim Boan.
Well, I think that, I think my, the application and the resume I sent lays out a good case to show that I have a lot of municipal experience. And I think I could be a help on rebuilding Fort Myers Beach.
Yeah, and that meeting is going to be the Monday. I think it's 2 weeks from this Monday, right? Where they'll do the vote. And the way it works is now, of course, there's only 4 members. John can't vote for Tom Brady, so that's already a predetermined vote. So he's either going to have to vote for you or for John, and there has to be 3 votes. So maybe it'll pass through on the first tally, but then what happens if they don't get it on the first is they just keep going, and then sometimes they even try and talk to each other to convince each other for that 3rd vote. So I mean, I think all 3 of you would do a good job, and it puts Tom in an unfortunate position because, not that I don't think John would have voted for Tom, being that the whole recall thing, but it does put him at a disadvantage. He has to have all 3 of the other folks vote for him. So, I mean, and we'll talk to him about it next Saturday. The best thing that I think could happen would be for Bill to drop the appeal now, and then that makes it even Steven for everybody right there. But it is what it is, right? I mean, nothing new, nothing surprises me here on Fort Myers Beach.
Well, there is an action item for tomorrow's town council to set up a procedure for the 17th. So if it passes, it's not just going to be a vote. It's a Q&A before the vote. There's a rebuttal time. Each of the candidates will get the same questions with a time frame.
I didn't know about this. This could be interesting.
Yes, yeah. It's on the agenda. It's the last thing on the agenda for tomorrow's meeting.
Monday's meeting. Yeah. Okay. And that'll be 2 weeks from Monday. Well, that'll be interesting to see. I didn't know that was coming up. 2 weeks.
You can ask Dan about it tomorrow.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That'll be interesting. I don't think they've ever done that before.
No, they haven't.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's an important spot because you guys got big votes coming up. So, all right, Jim. Thanks very much. A big hand for Jim Boan, everybody. Candidate for town council. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming on. Headsets for guests. I don't know. Did you need a headset? Maybe. All right. Come on down, Christy, and we're going to have a chat, you and I. Get over here now. Miss Friends of Lovers Key. Christy Hennessey, everybody. She.
How you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you?
I thought you were going to say no touching.
That's all right. I don't mind when you touch me. It's when Dave Nussbaum starts to rub my sciatica that really makes me worry.
Oh, Dave.
No, so the first thing before you get to that, and I know you always have talking points, is I need to ask you about the helicopter real quick, because you live right on the water over there, close to where the barge was.
Yeah.
And you were kind of sending me videos. And so now he's moved it. Has he moved it far enough away where everybody's going to be cool? Because I have never, not even looked over there.
Right. It is still in a dolphin breeding nursery zone, but it is away from the houses and Pink Shell.
Okay.
So it did move out. That's a big plus. I know they are active now. I have no idea if, it's their helicopter that's been flying so low.
Yeah, and I don't want to accuse those guys. That
Right.
helicopter video, and I tried to make some comments in the post there. That could have been a random helicopter for all I know. I'm not accusing those guys of that. I mean,
Right.
he told Dan he was going to be, did he say 1,000 feet or 100 feet off the ground? And that guy was
1,000.
clearly not a
Right.
1,000 feet off the ground. And he was a little closer to the beach than I think. I don't know. Are you supposed to be that close to the beach? I don't know if that was part of the deal either. But
Yeah.
that guy, whoever that guy was
Way too.
closer than
Yeah.
1,000 feet. So, I
Right.
mean, I'm
Right.
not really good with numbers, but it looked like it was less than 1,000 feet. So
Mhm.
anyway, he listened to everybody and he moved out of that spot. So, I mean,
Right.
got to give him some credit for that. We'll see what happens. I don't know if that's a business or not. Do people want to go around the beach in a helicopter to see what's going on? I don't know.
I don't know.
He keeps asking me to go up there. I'm like, dude, no offense or anything, but I'm not going. I mean, I'm scared to walk up on this overpass over here because I think I'm going to
Correct.
throw up. So that's a hard no.
He
So,
doesn't know you.
yeah. So the other thing is you're here for the Friends of Lovers Key. You have
Yes.
a gala coming up, an
Mhm.
annual gala. Did you guys have it last year? Has it been going since?
Last year we were very sensitive. We had all the planning going. It's the same gala that we have planned for this year, and with sensitivity to everyone that had gone once again through Helene, Milton. We just personally know so many people and businesses that we're still repairing, and our gala is our one big fundraiser.
Huge.
And huge. It's the only fundraiser all year.
Oh,
Anything else, we're pleased if we hope to break even and provide something, get people in the park, and then also
see the center?
if we make a little bit.
Yeah. And you get to see the new Discovery Center there?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of people come to the beach a lot and they've never been to the Discovery Center, which is unfortunate.
Now, what's the date of the gala?
Okay, well, I am also going to talk about vow renewal because that's February 14th.
Oh, I can't wait to renew my vows with my wife.
Well,
Yeah.
Kim will probably be nowhere to be found.
No doubt. So
Yeah.
wait, what is the date for the gala?
Okay, that's February 21st.
All right, February 21st. And is Matt DeVette going to be the MC? Because he's looking for work right now.
He was going to be because
He
he did
was.
such a fantastic job. And then all this happened. And we, amongst ourselves, talked about it. We thought, do we even want to check in with him? Excuse me. And encourage him because we're so sensitive to not wanting people to come up to him, and ask him all about it.
I ask him about it all the time.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
You ask everybody everything.
Yeah.
And so we did wait a little bit and then reached out recently. And he said, in light of
Oh.
everything.
Bummer.
But we have
I hope you went to a different station.
Kelly. Oh, we weren't going to go use
Good.
Wink.
Kelly Burns is
No.
great.
No. So we've got Kelly Burns coming. So
She's from Gulf Coast.
I'll start with this event,
All
the
right.
gala, and then I'll move on to vow renewal.
We made a deal, right? The deal is you're not going to
Bulleted.
read it word for word like you did last year, right? You're going to just tell us about the highlights, Christy. Come on now.
Okay, which I have to read so I don't go off
Oh,
in tangents.
Jeepers creepers. Go ahead. Read it.
Extemporaneously,
All
I
right.
get off on many tangents.
Yes, that's good.
I could end
Tangents
up-
are good.
I could
Have
end
you-
up talking about your sciatica.
Have you ever had sciatica?
Yes.
Oh, what did you do to get rid of it?
Stretch.
I know it's not working.
There's
You know,
so much you can do
I
for
do a lot.
sciatica.
I do. I get up in the morning and I take 3 aspirin, and then I put ice on it, and then I sit on a heating pad in the nakedness. I just sit my hiney on a heating pad, and then I stretch.
Did you Google stretches
Yes,
for
of course.
sciatica?
Come on, what am I dumb? Of course I did.
No,
I do
but
all
you're-
those stretches.
You're stubborn.
No, I do the stretches. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You're stubborn.
It's
Still.
not working though. But
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, a little advertising.
Yes.
Okay, so I started with the next event I want to tell everyone about, but I didn't get to start with vow renewal because Ed's so excited about the gala.
Yes, I am. Kelly Burns.
Yeah, it's our annual and only fundraiser, so we're very dependent on this, and it is annually the folk beauty. Oh, so last year we did cancel it out of consideration of
Yes.
everybody.
And this year it's February 21st.
Yep, Folk Beauty and the Beach Gala, and the theme is Havana Nights. So we change the theme every year. It's always beauty and the beach, but so this year Havana Nights, so fun. With the whole decor, everything. We've got the flower arrangements are in wonderful wooden cigar boxes
Nice.
that were collected from is it the Cigar Hut or Cigar?
I think it's the Cigar Hut. Yeah.
Patrick's, yeah.
By the way,
And-
do you think that Trump should bomb Havana just to get
No.
them in line, or
No.
No?
No political stuff.
Did you hear that? I heard last night that Trump decided that he's going to do an Indy 500 for the 250th birthday in Washington D.C. Like they're going to close off the roads and they're going to do an Indy 500. Did you hear that? Did you? Or I thought maybe that person was making it up. But can you imagine that kind of cluster?
A lot of unhappy
Yeah,
people.
Yeah.
So anyway, without going off on a tangent, funders. Okay, you got me off. Now I'm really on a tangent. It's an all VIP event, and so that means you just show up and it's open bar, entertainment. Don't bring your wallets, and it is lovely. And unlike a lot of fundraisers that I've been to, are kind of a little border on boring.
Yeah.
Get a little long.
Yeah. You guys
Kinda
do like
stuffy. This is wild fun.
yeah. You have an auctioneer
Oh,
there, don't you?
Yeah, and crazy fun. He and his wife, and they really get people going. People get so excited; they're jumping out of their seats. The music is always fantastic, and this year it's going from 5:30 to midnight.
Oh my.
I'm an earlier to bed person. I will not be there at midnight. I'll be fast asleep.
That's a long party.
That's a long party. Yeah.
Is there
But-
going to be enough alcohol for people on the beach? That's a
Oh,
long day for them.
It's endless. I'm in charge of getting all the wine.
How many bottles of wine will you order for that?
6 cases. We talked about 5 cases, but because we can use it throughout the year,
I see.
like our educational series, the speaker series, once a month, we offer wine and
Nice.
snacks. And,
Yeah, if you're having an event on the beach without alcohol, nobody's coming.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Can't be dry.
So who is the musical entertainment this year?
It's a Cuban inspired
makes sense.
mariachi
band.
it, drum. No,
No.
but it's Dawn Miller, of course, is the one that found them.
Of course, yeah.
She is master of everything.
By the way, speaking of Dawn Miller, she just posted on I think the What's Up FMB page that they have secured the fireworks for the 4th of July, so they're going to be starting a fundraiser for the July 4th fireworks, and they'll have a goal of the number. I know the Whale is putting in like $40,000 to
Yeah.
help with the fireworks, so they're
Yeah.
crazy incredible, those two.
Yeah, they are crazy incredible, and they're everywhere, and they help everybody.
They do.
They help other restaurants.
Mhm.
They're phenomenal.
Yeah, Garrett said, "Let her talk, Ed." So apparently, I'm interrupting you too much.
Thank you, Garrett Kraska, my friend.
Oh, I see.
So open. You got me off my notes now. I'm all out of whack. So you heard about Kelly Burns. We're very excited. She was a quick yes and super pumped to do this. And the over-the-top appetizers and dinner is catered once again by Black Salt Culinary. It's pure elegance. It's beautifully presented, and the servers
Get dressed
bars.
up.
There are
Nice.
3 bars, and
That's it?
it's fabulous.
How much are the tickets?
They're $500 a person, and a good chunk of that goes towards the food.
Okay, $500. Where do people get the tickets? Online?
I'm about to get there.
It's more like a question and answer session when I do it
Oh,
that way. You don't
okay.
have to say you're about to get there. You say, I'm glad you asked that, Ed. That's a wonderful question.
Ed, I'm glad you asked
Thank-
that. I
thank
wouldn't
you
have
very
thought of
much.
that on my own.
Where do you get tickets, Christy?
Again, although I say again because under vow renewal, I was going to tell about our website. Go to our website and check it out. It's so easy to find. Friends of Lovers Key. Now it's friendsofloverskey.org, but you don't need the .org, because if you just type in Friends of Lovers Key, it'll take you right there. And our website, our new website, it's wonderful. It was a big work in progress, and it has absolutely everything on there that you need to know. And if there's something else that you want to know, there's a contact form on there to fill out, or just directly in your email, contact us at Friends of Lovers Key.
All right. So February 21st, $500. It's a big event, giant tent out front. And Kelly Burns, how much do you pay Kelly for that?
She donates her time.
Very nice. Very nice.
So did Matt.
What about the mariachi band? What do they get paid?
It's going to be a few thou.
Oh, wow. They better be good.
They will be.
No breaks for them. You think they would do it for nothing. It's a charity event. For
and no break dancing.
No break dancing. And you set up a nice dance floor out there. So
oh, yeah.
You know, you should really go. If you're going to go a little later after people have had a few drinks, because that's when the money starts getting thrown around about during the auction. People just, and then the next day they wake up and said, what the hell did I just buy? Where is this thing going to go? But it's all for a good cause.
Stuff too. This is big.
Cool. What about the vows? Let's talk about the vows.
Well, and then be sure to sign up for our monthly newsletter. You can do that on the website too while you're at it. Okay, vow renewal is February 14th, which happens to be on a Saturday this year. We always have it on the February 14th. We are asking participants to arrive by 9:30 to park their vehicle and make their way to the beach for a check-in. I'm reading it. If you need assistance to get to the beach, the event planner sent this to me. Our event person sent it to me. So I went, so I'd have everything I need.
Just read it, Christy. Just read it.
Okay. Sorry, I have to tangent myself. Let us know if you need a ride, because from the parking lot, the park has available for people who aren't as ambulatory. You can check in with the rangers and get a ride out there. We don't have the tram anymore that was provided by the state. For one thing, the bridge needs to be repaired that the truck used to go over.
So the vows thing is what date?
February 14th, which is Valentine's Day.
Of course, February 14th.
Yeah.
What time?
It is, the ceremony starts at 10, but please arrive at 10:30 to park. Make your way to the beach for check-in. Again, I told you about the assistance.
The event starts at 10.
Event starts at 10.
You want people to start parking at 10:30. Makes perfect sense.
9:30 because
9:30.
Yes, because they're not arriving after people are boozed up.
Okay.
Nothing.
More booze.
Nothing.
Is there going to be booze at this? Are you bringing alcohol to this thing too?
There will be light morning nibbles and refreshments and a couple's basket included. It's $100 a couple.
I see.
Which is really cheap for what you get. And again, it's not a moneymaker. With the ceremony officiated by Annie Meehan.
Oh, she's wonderful. Yes, very positive.
Yeah.
So do you bring your own vows, or is this going to be like a group vow?
She will do a group vow.
I see.
And then if someone wants to step aside and, have Annie do something a little separate.
What you should do is ask people to submit vows that are coming, and then pick one out for a prize or something like that, just to see. Then we could read them on the air about these vows and, make a big thing out of it.
You could do that.
Yeah, I think that
you could do that.
And do it as you're picking up a fallen iguana at the same time. You read your vows to the iguana.
It's going to warm up by then. We won't have any stiff iguanas.
No.
So again, go to our all new website. Just type in Friends of Lovers Key. It'll take you to our website, and go to events. And right there is a wonderful, easy way to select. And if you go to folk events, it'll take you straight there. There's ranger-led events, folk events, right there in front of your face on the screen. If you go to ranger-led events, it does go to the Eventbrite. And this event is on the Eventbrite. We have to scroll down to February.
Sure they'll be able to figure it out.
15th.
Yes, for Friends of Lovers Key website.
But the folk events, if you click on folk events, it's right there. Take you right to it.
Folk stands for Friends of Lovers Key, Dave, in case you didn't know that.
Yeah. No S. We realized folks is what it used to be, and that meant lots of Friends of Lovers Key.
Okay.
So we're folk, Friends of Lovers Key, not skis.
Thank you, Christy.
I'm not
Anything
done.
else? Okay. Keep going then.
Be sure to check out the blogs while you're on the website. We have blogs. I put a lot of work into them. Go there and read them.
All right. Thank you, Christy.
One more thing.
Okay.
There's so much more in the park than the beaches. There's so many people that come and just go to the beach and they say, oh, I've never seen the Welcome Discovery Center. Oh, I've never walked the miles of trails. There's just so much more. You walk the trails, look for manatees, dolphins. There's so much more there. Okay, you can cut me off now.
Thank you. Big hand for Christy Hennessey from the Friends of Lovers Key. Great job today, Christy. Wonderful job. 2 great events, February the 14th, to renew your vows. And can you bring your dog and renew your vows with your dog? Yes, pets are allowed as long as they're on a leash. February, oh, here she comes back. She forgot something. Wait, go ahead.
Dogs are allowed all over the park except the beach.
Except the beach. So you stopped at the beach if you bring your dog.
Also with your dog.
Go ahead.
Walk the trails with your dogs.
Walk the trails.
Yeah.
Just remember how to get in and out of those trails because you can get lost.
I have gotten lost, but I'm directionally challenged.
Thank you very much, Christy Hennessey. Another hand for Christy Hennessey. All right. Don't hang up the phone. I need to tell you about our great sponsors before we let you go and enjoy this beautiful beach day here on Fort Myers Beach. Diamond Head Resort has a opening on the 8th floor. It's a wraparound view, 1 bedroom that sleeps 4 double sliders. 3 weeks are available, February 21st, just in time for the gala, through Saturday, March 14th. $2,300 a week. Call Bob now, 248-877-3939. 248-877-3939. In case you don't know where Diamond Head is, it's right around where the Neptune would have been if they decided to build. But they won't be there because they bailed on you. All right, from securing prime waterfront land to building resilient, equity-driven homes and listing at max value, Oscar delivers results from start to finish. It's brand new business for Oscar. His streamlined approach maximizes There we go. Call Oscar at 239-406-7711, 239-406-7711, or go to OscarOnTheGulf.com, but he spells it different, OZKR on thegulf.com, OZKR on thegulf.com. And finally, Michael Stewart, if you want to build a structure that doesn't fall in the sand before you cut the ribbon, call Michael Stewart. He's a structural engineer. He knows what he's doing. He designs structures that are residential, commercial, mechanical, electrical, plumbing. He's a fully licensed engineer. That's what you want, people. You want to see somebody with a license. He did the repairs to Tuna Skin, Shipwreck, Zushi Building, and many others here on Fort Myers Beach. He's working with a lot of people that you know, and you should call him first before you do anything. The last thing you want is have to go to the Legal Aid Society because a contractor or somebody else screwed you and beg them for help. Call Michael Stewart now because you won't have to worry about your house falling in the dirt if you call him first. 239-292-7670. That's 239-292-7670. Or check out all of his lovely structures, his rock-solid structures at mstewartpe.com. That's mstewartpe.com. We'll see you tomorrow at Wahoo Willie's for Sundays with the Mayor. We'll be inside. It'll be nice and warm. So come on down to Fort Myers Beach tomorrow at 10 o'clock with the Mayor. And, of course, the Town Council meeting is Monday, which we will carry live. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for coming. Yeah. Oh, you guys were supposed to applaud over there. You missed out on it. You didn't know the rules. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. I'm going to pick a winner.